Yes, the porifera. Already we know that asymmetrically organisms, multicellular organisms with a cellular grade of organization only. Okay, most of them are living in marine, and very few of them are living in freshwater organisms. They are exclusively aquatic. Okay, mostly sedentary, solitary, colonial organisms are there. And one more important character here is perforated. Their whole body is with so many pores. So you see all this one, this one, this one, this one. You see any one of that organism is with numerous pores, pore bearing organisms. Okay. And they have a skeleton maybe made up of calcium carbonate and siliceous liquids, etc. Even fibrin particles also. Peripheral are all aquatic, mostly marine, except one family very important, that is Spongilidae family, that live only in freshwater. So they are sessile organisms, sedentary organisms, just they will grow like a plants. Ellis, a great scientist who observed a phenomena, that is water is coming from their body to outside, and based on that property he concluded that that may not be a plant, that may be an organism, that may be an animal, that may be belong to a porifera. Okay. Before that everyone feels them as a plant, a vase-like body, cylinder-like body, and mostly asymmetrical. Numerous perforations are there on their body called as a ostia, but only one opening will be there on the anterior end of the mouth, anterior end of the organism, that is called as a osculum. This is osculum. Okay. They have a two layers in their body. One is epiderm, other one is endoderm, but such weddings are not here. One is pinacoderm, other one is coenoderm. Outer derm is called as a pinacoderm. Inner layer is called as a coenoderm. Coenoderm is made up of coenocytes. Now, all are the different forms of poriferans. Simply, okay. This is a Leucosolenia. This is a cycon. This is a hyalo. It is hyalonema. This is a chelina, a dead man's finger. Cliona, Euplectella, Venus flower basket. This is a spongilla. This is a Euspongia, just a spongia. Now here, interior surface of the body is either hollow or permitted by a numerous canals lined with a coenocytes. Especially in the center of the body, there is a large cavity there, that is called as a spongocoel. Very important. Okay. When we see their body, it will have a numerous canals, and all canals are interconnected together to form a system called as a canal system. Okay. Canal system is present only in the sponges only. Okay. It never be seen or found in any other organisms of other phyla. Now, excretory respiratory organs are absent because of the canal system will do the same function. Contractile vacuoles are present in some freshwater forms. Nervous system, sensory cells, etc., they are not available. Okay. Sponges are a monoecious. Reproduction occurs by both sexual and asexual. Asexual reproduction is by budding. The sponges possess a high power of regeneration. That also an important character for all these sponges, because of power of regeneration is known. You take a sponge and grind it and mix it, and the same thing you simply pour on the floor, pour on the aquatic media. Each and every drop will become a new young one, means that much of greater power of regeneration is there for sponges. Okay, all sponges are herma products. Fertilization is internal, cleavage is holoblastic. I think larva will develop, that is called as a amphiblastula larva. Okay, the organism of sponges are grouped into three kinds. Okay, mostly they are ascan type, cycan type, and leuconoid type. Okay, examples: Clathrina, Cycon, Grantia, Euplectella, Hyalonema, Ascarella, Placina, Tenina, Cliona, Halichondria, Spongilla, okay, etc. are the examples. Nearly 5,000 species of sponges are available and grouped into three classes. Okay, mainly upon the type of skeleton found in their body. Some are with calcareous spicules, some are with siliceous spicules, some are with fibrine spicules. So, based on the nature of skeleton and formed of the material, based on that character, now all these sponges are grouped into three different categories or three different classes. So, the phylum Porifera, that is divided into three classes. Now that classification here is based on Storer and Usinger in the year 1971, and again a modified classification was given by Hymans. Class 1 Calcarea. Calcarea means line here Calispangia. Small sized calcareous sponges are there below 10 centimeter in height. Solitary or colonial, body shape, vase-like or cylindrical. They must show ascanide, cycanide, leucanide structures. A skeleton of separate one or 3 to 4 rayed calcareous spicules. Exclusively they are marine. So they are the examples for this Leucoselenia and Grantia. This class Calcarea is divided into different orders. Order 1 Homocoela, ascanide type of canal system present in organisms. Such organisms are grouped under Homocoela. Radially symmetrical bodies are there. Body wall is thin but not folded. Coenocytes line the spongocoel. Okay, Leucoselenia is the good example for Homocoela. This one, this one, this one is the Leucoselenia. Now the other one is Heterocoela. Heterocoela. Here the cycanide and leucanide sponges having a vase-like body. Okay, vase-like body. The body wall is thick, folded, coenocytes line the flagellated chambers, etc. Spongocoel is lined by flattened endodermal cells, solitary or colonial. Example is cycon or scypha or grantia. Okay, this is sponge, cycon. When we see it internally, there will be a canal. I think canal system. Okay. Now the next one is Hexactinellida. Before that, a moderate sized, some reach 1 meter in length, called glass sponges also. Body shape, cup or urn or vase like. Skeleton is of siliceous spicules which are triaxon with 6 ray. In some, the spicules are fused to form a lattice-like skeleton. No epidermal epithelium. Coinocytes line finger-shaped chambers, cylindrical or funnel-shaped one, found in deep tropical seas. Okay. Yes. మా వినపడుతుందా?
Yes, sir.
I think my video is not there. Yes. Audio and video both are visible to you.
No, sir.
Only
Video not visible, sir.
okay. Screen is only.
Yes, sir.
All the time some problems are there with this computer. Anyhow, I think already all these general characters and classification of the same phylum Porifera earlier we completed. Now for the examination point of view, just I would like to review, revise only. Here order 1, Hexasterophora. See how all these organisms are there. I think how it is. This is how it is. Yes. Say how it is.
Basket, sir.
See this one look like as a basket. Yes.
Yes, sir.
So I would like to show more and more diagrams related to sponges. Here, Euplectella. It is a Venus flower basket. Venus flower basket. Spicules are hexasters, that is a star-like in shape, with axes branching into rays at their ends. Flagellated chambers are regularly and radially arranged, usually attached to the substratum directly. Example here is Euplectella. Example is Euplectella. See how it is, simply it is beautiful and just like as a basket. I think this is commonly called as a Venus flower basket, and generally it will be given as a marriage gift. In which country? In which country it can be used as a marriage gift? Japan.
Japan, sir.
Yeah, because this sponge usually includes shrimp pair which lives in this sponge till death. They breed and their offspring find Venus flower basket of their own and look like a flower bouquet. Okay. Now order Amphidiscophora. Spicules are now amphidiscus, that is with a convex disc bearing backwardly directed marginal teeth at both ends. Here is a flagellated chambers slightly different from the typical type. Attached to the substratum by root tufts, that is also more important. Here this is a root tuft. When we see the thread, the thread will formed of so many small minute threads. Same like here also, the root tuft will be there, by which it can able to attach to the substratum. This hyalonema is now called as a hyalonema. I think glass rope sponge. Yes, this is once again Euplectella. Euplectella means the Venus flower basket. Venus flower basket. Demospongia contains the largest number of sponge species. Small to large sized one, conical or solitary. The body shape is vase or a cup or a cushion. Skeleton of siliceous spicules or spongin fibers or both are absent. Spicules are never six-rayed. They are monoaxon, tetraxon, and are differentiated into large megascleres and small microscleres. The body here canal system is leucon. Choanocytes are restricted to small rounded chambers only. Okay. Few, mostly they are marine, but few freshwater organisms are also present under this class Demospongia. See this Euspongia. What is the common name for Euspongia? Euspongia common name is bath sponge. Spongilla, freshwater sponge. Ephidatia, freshwater sponge. Cliona, boring sponge or sulfur sponge. Chelina, mermaid's gloves. Hippospongia, horse sponge or horny sponge. Philospongia, leaf sponge. Okay. Potyrion, cup shaped sponge. Neptune's glove and what? Ascarella, no skeleton in generally present. Skeleton is absent. Yes. Is it visible to all of you? This slide?
Yes, sir.
Yes. You once again you read all this. Come on. Yes, Akila, are you there?
Yes, sir.
Okay, I think that slide is visible to you.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Are you able to read it?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Euspongia bath
Yes.
sponge, freshwater sponge.
Very good. Ephidatia.
Yeah, freshwater sponge.
Uh,
Cliona boring sponge.
uh, Chelina
Mermaid
gloves.
Hippospongia horse sponge or horny sponge.
Okay. Philospongia. Philo means leaf.
Spongia leaf sponge.
Poterian
Poterion, cup-shaped sponge.
or Neptune's glow, another name is also there. So,
Oscarella, skeleton description.
okay. I think uh, these things are very important when we write the general characters and classification of porifera. Okay, you simply write down nearly 20 to 25 characters regarding the general characters of porifera, and then that porifera phylum is divided into three classes based on one property majorly. That property here is skeleton. How the skeleton is formed, what is the material is involved in that skeleton, whether they are made up of calcium carbonate or whether they are made up of silicon dioxide or whether made up of spongin fiber. So based on that nature, uh, all poriferans are divided into three classes: calcarea, hexactinellida, and demospongia. And all these are scientific names and are with their common names. Demospongia, here the subclass Tetractinellida. I think sponges are mostly solid and simple, rounded cushion-like, flattened in shape, usually without branches. Skeleton comprised mainly of tetraoxan siliceous spicules, but absent in order Mixospongidia. A leuconoid canal type is there, mostly in shallow water they are living. Order 1, Mixospongida. Simple structure, spicules are absent. Ascarella, you remember, and Halisarca. Order 2, Carnosa. This is the Carnosa, and this is now nothing but Placina. Spicules are not differentiated into megascleres and microscleres. Asters may be present. Examples for Carnosa, Placina, and Candrilla. See this Choristida order, in which both large and small spicules are there. Examples Geodia and Tenia. Demospongia class 3, in which subclass 2 Monoxanida occurs in variety of shapes from rounded mass to branching type, or elongated or stalked with funnel or fan shape. Spicules monoaxon spongin may be present or absent. Okay, megascleres and microscleres spicules are also present. In which order 1 Hadromerina monoaxon megascleres in the form of thylostyles. Microsclera when present in the form of asters. Spongia is absent. Example Cliona. So this one Halicandria. Monoaxon megascleres are often of two kinds, that is monoactins and diactins. Microscleres are completely absent, spongia present and scanty. Example Halicandria, a crumb of bread sponge. See this, this is a crumb of bread sponge, Halicandria. And Piscilosclerina, monoaxon megascleres are of two types. One type in the ectoderm and another type in the choanocyte layer. Microscleres are typically chelas, sigmas, and taxas. Haplosclerida. I think see this one, this, how it look like? This one and this one, they are simply fingers of dead man. So monoaxon megascleres are of only one kind, that is diactinal. No microscleres. Spongia fibers are generally present. Example Chelina and Spongilla Chelina. Here also there is a Spongilla. Now the subclass 3 keratosa. The body is rounded and massive with a number of conspicuous oscula, horny sponge with a skeleton of spongin fiber, no spicules. Found in hollow and warm waters of tropical and subtropical regions. Example is Euspangia, Hippospangia, etc. I think up to this, the entire periphery is over. This is the Euspangia. This is Hippospangia. Now here, the smallest sponge, Leucosolenia. The tallest sponge, Protectin pata. Nearly it will grow up to 120 centimeters. Nearly 120 centimeters. The smallest sponge, the smallest sponge, the smallest sponge, the smallest sponge. Yes,
Leucosolenia, sir.
the tallest sponge,
Protective pater, sir.
okay. The largest sponge, largest sponge, Spigo,
Speciospongia vesperium.
Speciospongia vesperium, nearly 105 centimeter. Starocalyptus, glass sponge, and Pheronema. You remember all this, and these things we have to remember when we write. So pore bearing organisms are poriferans. Only the cellular level of organization present in their body. Mostly aquatic. Most of them are living in marine, and very few of them are living in fresh water. Sedentary, solitary, and colonial animals are also there. There is a separate system present in their body called as a canal system. In that canal system, so many canals are there: incurrent canal, radial canal, prosopile, apophile, excurrent canal, inhalent canal, etc. But radial canals are supported with provided with coinocytes, flagellated cells. They can be able to maintain a water current by which only the marine water will enter into the body. Throughout the entire body of them is with so many minute pores called as a ostia. Their number will be more and more numerous and minute. But in generally only one large opening will be there in their anterior end called as osculum. Marine water enters into the body through ostia, and water may comes out from the body to outside is by osculum. You remember. Body wall is made up of two layers. Outer layer is pinacodum, inner layer is coenodum. Pinacodum is made up of pinacocyte and coenodum is made up of coenocytes. The other name of coenocyte here is now called as a flagellated cell. Okay. Characteristic skeleton consisting of either fine flexible spongin fibers or siliceous or calcareous spicules. They have a skeleton. That skeleton may be made up of calcium carbonate, maybe silicon dioxide, maybe, or spongin fibers, maybe. Mouth is generally absent. Digestion is intracellular. The excretory and respiratory organs are completely absent in their body. Why? Because the canal system will do excretory work and respiratory work. Contractile vacuoles are also present in some of them. Nervous system is not developed, sensory system is not developed. As at first, these were believed as a plant, but Ellis, a scientist who observed the movement of water in their body and coming of that water from them to outside. After that onwards, simply we believed them as a animal. Now, the primitive nervous system. Actually, nervous system is not there. You remember that one. Sponges are monoecious. Reproduction occurs by both sexual and asexual methods. Asexual reproduction occurs by birds and gemmules. The sponge possesses a high power of regeneration. That is more important. All of you good to remember. Because of high power of regeneration is there. Asexual reproduction occurs by birds and gemmules. The sponge possesses a high power of regeneration. Fertilization is internal and cleavage is holoplastic. Development is indirect. So larva forms are going to be developed. Larvas are amphiblastula larva. Yes. The organization of sponges are grouped into three kinds. Okay. And the entire phylum Porifera is divided into three different classes based on one property, that is the nature of forming of skeleton. Okay. Examples: Clathrina is there, Sycon is there, Grantia is there, Euplectella is there, Hyalonema, Ascarella, Placina, Cliona, okay, Spongia, Spongilla, etc. Yes, up to this it is over. I think all of you be in the line for another 5 minutes because of due to the network problem. We started lately by 15 to 16 minutes, but now the time is 10:58. I think I know you have another class by 11, but all of you may leave by 11:05. Okay? Yes, is it audible?
Yes, sir.
No, no, no. నేను మీకు చెప్పింది అర్థమైందా ఆల్రెడీ డ్యూ టు ద నెట్వర్క్ కనెక్టివిటీ ఇన్ దిస్ కంప్యూటర్ we began lately by 15 minutes. If I continue further 15 minutes, I mean is up to 10 11 15, the other faculty people will get a problem. Hence we will face that problem, uh, not by any other people. So that's why you may leave by 11:05 itself. Okay? 11:05 మీరు లీవ్ కండి, పర్వాలేదు. ఓకే. So these are the important general characters regarding that phylum Porifera. సో మీరు ఇప్పుడు ఎగ్జామ్ రాసే దానికి రెడీగా ఉండాలి, ఎందుకంటే ఆల్రెడీ వీ డిస్కస్డ్ ఇట్ అట్ యువర్ ఫిజికల్ క్లాసెస్. ఎర్లియర్ వీ డిస్కస్డ్ ఇట్ వన్స్ అగైన్. నౌ అగైన్ ఐ రివైజ్డ్ దిస్ వన్. So through this PPT I would like to show so many diagrams related to different kinds of poriferans, sponges. Nearly that phylum includes about 5,000 species of sponges. All these are grouped into 3 classes, depend mainly upon the type of skeleton found in them. The classification here is now based on Storer and Usinger, and finally what we are following means Hyman's classification. So what is that class? Name that one. Calcarea, it is a class. The important one character here is presence of calcium carbonated calcareous spicules. Solitary or colonial ones, body shape vase-like or cylindrical, and they may show ascanoid, cycanoid, lichenoid structures, etc. Yes, exclusively marine. Leucocoelunia, that is the diagram. Grantia. It is divided into homocoela, heterocoela, etc. Now homocoela. Ascanoid sponges with cylindrical and radially symmetrical bodies. Body wall is thin, not folded. Coenocytes line the spongocele, often conical. Leucocoelunia, Clathrina are the examples for this homocoela. And order to heterocoela. Heterocoela is also belong to the class Calcarea. You remember that. Cycanoid or lichenoid sponges are there, having a vase-like body. The body wall is thick, folded. Coenocytes line the flagellated chambers. Spongocele is a line by flattened endodermal cells, solitary or colonial. Examples are Sycon or Scypha, Grantia. Now, Hexactinellida class 2, these are moderate size, some range is up to 1 meter in length, called glass sponges. Body shape, cup, arm, or vase-like. Skeleton is of siliceous spicules which are now triaxon with 6 rays. In summer, the spicules are fused to form a lattice-like skeleton. No epidermal epithelium. Coinocytes line finger-shaped chambers. Cylindrical or funnel-shaped one, found in deep tropical sea. Yes, Hexasterophora. Spicules are hexasters, that is the star-like in shape with axis branching into rays at their ends. Flagellated chambers regularly and radially arranged, usually attached to the substratum directly. Euplectella. Euplectella has some importance in Japan. What is that importance in Japan? It has చెప్తారు ఎవరైనా because of its shape look like as a yes
Basket, sir.
okay basket. I think now the time is 11:04. You be up to 1 minute only. Most of the people now you can leave because of now the time is over. Other faculty may wait for you. Okay. Yes, we will stop at this level. Yes, all of you listening?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay, ma. Okay, thanks to all of you because of you waited another 5 minutes for me. Okay, thanks to all of you once again. You may leave now. Yes, Ankita, are you coming classes regularly? Ankita, 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 is it audible to you? Gopagani Nagarjuna, M. Nandu, and baby Susmita. Yes, వినపడుతుందా మీ అందరికీ?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, are you coming to the classes regularly?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Gopagani Nagarjuna, you are submitting assignment for even Telugu, human values, etc., but not you are submitting to the zoology.
Sir, submit చేశాను సార్ yesterday.
You have to submit all the questions of
Yes, sir.
all assignments.
10 questions అయిపోయాయి, ఇంకా 10 questions ఉన్నాయి సార్.
మళ్ళీ ఇంకెప్పుడు 10 questions అంటావు? విత్ ఇన్ 10 days of time we will conduct exams also if nature permit us.
సార్ టుమారో సబ్మిట్ చేస్తాను సార్.
Submit అంటే don't write all them by seeing. You take 1 or 2 days or 3 days also no problem, but meanwhile within these 3 days you read all of them clearly, learn all of them, then only you write all of them without seeing.
సార్ నేర్చుకొని రాస్తున్నాం సార్, చూసి రాయలేదు క్లాస్ సార్.
Once again I am asking Gopagani Nagarjuna, that is you write all the things without seeing. Okay,
ఓకే సార్.
that indirectly will help you to write the exams in a good way. Okay, it is a kind of preparation. M Nandu.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Okay, good. Nagarjuna. M Nandu. Yes, Nandu is there. So simply cell phone is on, person is not there. Yes. And baby Susmita.
Yes, sir.
Baby Susmita. Did you submitted your assignments works?
Yes, sir.
Did you submitted all the questions?
No, sir. ఈరోజు సబ్మిట్ చేస్తాం సార్. ఈరోజు ఈవినింగ్ సబ్మిట్ చేసేస్తాం సార్ జువాలజీ.
ఓకే. అన్ని నేర్చుకొని చూడకుండా రాయి.
ఓకే సార్.
ఒక్క సెంటెన్స్ కూడా చూసి రాయకూడదు.
సరే సార్.
ఇన్ని రోజులు అలాగే చూసి రాసినావా?
నో సార్.
సరే. ఏం నందు? So I am asking 3 to 4 times the same name M Nandu. She is not responding, means she is not there. Simply the mobile is now on. Attending only for class, but not listening, not learning anything. Nandu? Yes? ఎన్నిసార్లు చెప్పానమ్మా నీ అసైన్మెంట్స్ ఏమైనాయి? నీ అసైన్మెంట్స్ ఏమైనాయి?
ఈరోజు ఈవినింగ్ రాసి సబ్మిట్ చేసేస్తాను సార్.
ఏమో ఒక్కరోజు ఈ రోజే మొత్తం అన్ని రాయగలుగుతావా? ఎన్ని రోజులు రాయకుండా ఉన్నామ్మా ఇవి?
సార్ రాయాలి సార్.
సరే, యూ టేక్ ఏ టైమ్ today and tomorrow for completion of your work, and day after tomorrow submit your assignment. You submit some of questions today itself. ఈ రోజు కొన్ని క్వశ్చన్లను సబ్మిట్ చేయి, మళ్ళీ రేపు కొన్ని క్వశ్చన్లను సబ్మిట్ చేయి. ఓకే?
ఓకే సార్.
You take a 2 to 3 days of time, then you submit all of them.
ఓకే సార్.
ఓకేనా? ఓకే బాబు. ఓకే, గుడ్. సరే, I can leave now.
Bye, sir.
Ah.
Bye, sir.
Okay రా.